Okay, so now we live on Binance. Our stream is already connected and ready. So are you ready? Now we start time. Our time is ready. Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes, yes. I can hear you correctly. So, you want me to start to introduce the project?
Yes, so now please, now we start time. Hello, everyone. Good day and welcome to CryptoDetector. And this is Mamun, team owner and host of CryptoDetector. And our today honorable guest, John Arthur, CEO and founder of Innovation by Research. Hi, sir. Nice to meet you. Very exciting to meet you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much for having me here. So let's start introducing our project to the audience. We started as a traditional biotech company performing HIV and cancer research, and back in 2018. I was one of the first scientists to really believe in the potential of blockchain technology for decentralizing biomedical research. And I decided to have our company enter the blockchain space by issuing our own digital asset that brings our HP research on chain. In addition to traditional HIV research, we also develop blockchain tools for research scientists to record their data on chain. So we also developed specific specific blockchain tools with real use cases in biomedical research.
So thank you, sir, for your guidance and for introduce about your project. Uh, okay, now, sir, now next one for you. How does INBC project distinguishing and itself in terms of producing, let's say, science?
Yes, thank you for this question. This is a very important topic, as it is something we've been working very hard with our project. Now, this is something that applies to traditional science and in the same way, it also applies to decentralized science. As research scientists, we have the responsibility to explain to the community that in order to distinguish legit science from pseudoscience, we have a standard within the scientific community, which is called peer review. To be accepted as valid science by the scientific community, your data has to be validated by the peer review process, which means that after you perform your research, you take all your data, you submit your data to a peer-reviewed medical journal, and the journal will review your data, and if it is of enough quality, it will be published in a peer-reviewed medical journal. Now, if your data is published in a reputable peer-reviewed medical journal, it means that your data meets the scientific standards, and it is considered actual science. While any data, anything that has not been peer reviewed, anything that has not been published in a medical journal is not considered legit science. So whenever a project will tell you we have this narrative, we are proposing this. If it's not peer reviewed, if it's nothing that has been published in a peer reviewed medical journal, then it's not legit science. And because peer review evaluates a study validity, importance, and originality in order to serve as a filter and guarantee that only high caliber research is published, especially in reputable journal. Now, there is no science without peer review, and as such, there is no legit decentralized science without scientific publications. So in my view, the key to preserve the credibility of DeSci to the eyes of the scientific community is to produce high quality peer-reviewed publications. And in this regard, we are the project that produced almost all the peer-reviewed scientific publications that you can find on PubMed that have been produced by a decentralized project, by a DeSci project. We have been the first, we have been one of the early projects producing science. And so we've been one of the first projects to produce peer-reviewed science. And instead of focusing on the speculative part, on the token, on price, we focus on the actual science. We focus on producing legit peer-reviewed science, so that when users will check our project, we will find all scientific publications on PubMed, published in reputable scientific journals, and they know that our science is legit.
Oh, awesome. Great answer. Really impressive for your answer and best of luck. INNBC project. Okay. Now, okay. So now next question for you. And what challenges are present in traditional scientific funding?
Well, the way that with traditional scientific funding, we mean when you are looking for funding for your research project and you apply with a grant application to the government to receive public funding. So, generally speaking, what is meant by traditional scientific funding is public grants. So the way that public grants are structured, they will often support the more tested approaches rather than the more innovative, out-of-the-box ideas, regardless if this would be more effective. This means that if I were proposing a very new experimental and cure for HIV, for instance, and it is something that is new and untested, while others would be proposing a therapy for HIV which has been tested before, but even though that we know it's not really effective, the grant would most likely go to the more approached, to the more tested approach, even though to the more tested idea, even though my idea may be more effective. So there's a tendency in grant applications not to reward the very innovative ideas, the more experimental approaches, something that has not been tested before. There's the tendency to reward the already tested approaches, regardless if your idea would be more effective. So this means that most of the innovative research is often left to die due to the lack of funding or due to unfair allocation of funding. Just to make an example, and now, okay, so this is the challenges that there are in traditional public funding, and this is why we started on own project or on the Decentralized Science project, so that we could fund that research that is normally left to die by public funding. And it's not a case if a project is called innovative bioresearch. The reason it's called innovative bioresearch is that we start the project to perform innovative bioresearch, that kind of research that you would normally see from traditional academic institutions. And just to make an example, we are the only project that ever produced data on the in vivo experimentation of SUB-T1 cells as an HIV therapy. If you look in the entire scientific literature, the only data that you will find on SUB-T1 cells are the data produced by us. So I conceived a very novel therapy using SUB-T1 cells as an HIV cure, and we are the only project that ever published a study exploring the in vivo potential of SUB-T1 cells as an HIV therapy. So, and this research exists only thanks to the blockchain, as it wouldn't exist if it were for the traditional granting system. So, and if you think that this approach is a possible cure for HIV, it is crazy that we are the only one that are performing this research.
Wow, wow. Awesome answer. Awesome. Thank you, sir, for your amazing answer. Okay, really impressive. Can you move next one?
Yes.
Okay, now next for you. What role do you think about mini project carrying these key narratives within the ecosystem?
All right. It is the term narrative is often used with regard to anything in crypto, and it is also used with regard to DeSci, as this is part of the culture of the crypto culture. However, I'd like to say that as a research scientist, I don't like so much the term narrative, as it carries, as it sounds to us more like as you're trying to sell some kind of story or fairy tale, while as a scientist, we wanted to stay focused on something, on facts, on something that is evidence-based rather than telling you some narratives, some stories. We want to bring you evidence, scientific evidence of something. And I believe that we need to ensure that if there's memes, they're legit, or they will hurt, they can damage the credibility of science rather than help it. So there's the risk that if there could be pseudoscientific memes which have no connection to legit science, that could steal resources away from legit research projects producing peer-reviewed science. So we need to be careful to educate users into what represents real science and can help its development and what does not. If you give the right instruments, if you educate users to understand what represents legit science, they by themselves will be able to distinguish between the legit projects producing peer-reviewed science and those fake projects, maybe featuring memes which have no connection to actual science. Having said that, we also can use memes to make our projects more fun. For example, we love to use Homelander memes attached to the achievements of our project. So we can also have fun with memes, but we must stick to what's legit.
Awesome. Thank you, sir, for your great answer. Okay, and that's a great approach. Thank you, sir. Okay, and next one for you. What will do community participation and tokenized incentive play in driving adoption for DeSci project?
Right. This is a very good question. As well, the way I see it, at least in our model, we have an ecosystem where the token is going to be used as a gateway to access the pharmaceutical products and medical services that we develop. This way, it is as if token holders own a piece of the research itself, and this provides the token. With a real world value in terms of being redeemable for a medical service, so an actual medical service. So for instance, if you own the INNBC token and when our HV therapy is available to the market, you will use the INNBC token to access the therapy. So you will, if the patients need to get treatment, they will use the token to pay for the treatments. So this way, we provide with a real world value to the token, which is connected to the value of a real world asset, such as a pharmaceutical product that you are developing, such as a drug that you're developing, such as a medical service that your company provides. So this way, we believe that we can provide a value, an intrinsic value to the token for the token holders.
Oh, really great. Thank you, sir, for your great answer. And that's our first segment. Can you move next and final segment? So if you permit me, then can you move next segment?
Right.
Oh, yes.
If I'm not wrong, now there should be maybe the questions for the community.
Yes. This question for great listeners. So can you understand me?
Right. So now it should be about the questions which have been asked in our on Twitter, right?
Yes, Twitter and live segment board.
Right. Are those questions that you select them, or am I supposed to select those questions myself?
And now, so this question, we will select already some question directly and listeners. And they ask many questions, but we select 5 to 7 questions for you.
Right. So you will send the question to me, correct?
Yes, yes.
All right, perfect.
Okay.
So we're waiting. So we're waiting to receive the questions.
Yes, this question asks David.
All right.
Yes,
All right,
David asks for
perfect.
you. Can we explain the role of blockchain in the innovative research project?
All right, perfect. That's a very good question. I like this question. As this is one of the first questions that everybody asked us when we started to bring biomedical research on chain, and so we developed a specific decentralized application which is called INNBC app, which allows research scientists to record their data on chain, to record their scientific data on chain. And given that the blockchain technology provides us with some unique features such as immutability, decentralization, timestamp, this means that if I'm a research scientist, I'm working on some research project and I want to protect my work from being stolen by other people, I just record my data on chain and I will have an undeniable proof that the data was originated at that point, was uploaded by my wallet, and so I can create a proof of authorship that will protect my work, and no one else will be able to claim my work as their. And we developed this specific application, which has a real use case in science. And we also published a recent peer-reviewed study on Springer Nature, which is the most prestigious scientific nature, in which we discuss the real use of this application to store scientific data on chain. We store text, we store scientific images, we also store whole scientific articles on chain, and we show that the blockchain has a real use case for creating a permanent record of data, of scientific data, that will never be altered. So we know that once some data is uploaded on the blockchain, it can never be altered, and this will protect scientific data from any kind of manipulation.
Oh, really, really awesome. It's awesome. Thank you, sir, for a great answer. And okay, next question. Yes, Akash from you. How does the project integrated decentralized finance DeFi solution into its research funding?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Sure. This question: how does the project integrate decentralized finance DeFi and solution
Right.
into its research funding?
Oh, all right. That's a great question. Basically, decentralized finance is anything related to finance. So, for instance, even just developing our own decentralized exchange, which we did, is part of decentralized finance. So, clearly, given that, and we developed our own exchange. So, given that we have our own digital asset, and given that our own digital asset is also part of our own DeFi ecosystem, there will be many mechanics that are in the DeFi ecosystems that will be also present in our DeSci, DeSci ecosystem. So, as I mentioned, we develop our own decentralized exchange, and also we are working on developing our own blockchain. So there will be probably a way to stack your coins and get stacking rewards. So we will also implement some DeFi features in our decentralized science project.
Oh, really, really awesome. Also, thank you, sir, for a great answer. Okay, can you select another question? Yes, Ferio asks from you. Yes, what is the notable achievement or breakthrough made by the project software?
Right. Thank you for this question. One of the greatest achievements of the project thus far has been the recent publication of our peer-reviewed study on the INNBC app in in a journal of the Nature Springer Network. This is the most reputable scientific network. And this study required us 3 years of hard work to be published. And because peer review, it's a very tough process. However, we've been the first project to ever accomplish to publish the first official Decentralized Science peer-reviewed study in the most prestigious scientific network. And we have been the first DeSci project to accomplish such an achievement. And if you look in the entire scientific literature, you will not find any other peer-reviewed study published by any other DeSci project. We really have been the one pioneer in scientific publishing, and this work required 3 years, and it was extremely important as we needed something that would make us recognized as official science by the scientific community, so that traditional scientists, which know nothing about cryptocurrency, they know nothing about blockchain, they will read our article and will say, okay, this is a scientific article. This is part of our world, and they are speaking our language, and they will understand and accept what we are doing as actual science.
Oh, awesome, awesome. Thank you, sir, for a great answer. Okay, really impressive. Your great answer. You really say. Thank you, sir. Again, thank you for your answer. And can we move next question? Ask Thomas. Yes, Thomas asks from you. What challenge has the project fit in integration blockchain technology with scientific research?
All right, can you repeat the question again?
Yes, this question. What challenge has the project faced in integrating blockchain technology with scientific research?
Right. Right. So, what is it asking actually? Because I have some problem understanding, some problem with the audio. Maybe can you repeat again? Because I wanted to understand the question.
Okay, sure. I say, what challenge has the project faced in integration blockchain technology with scientific research?
Right. So we integrated blockchain technology with scientific research. In which way? Right. So the first straightforward way to integrate blockchain technology with scientific research is that blockchain technology can allow us to raise funds to support the research. So blockchain technology can be a very useful tool for example, having a token which provides funds for the project, so which can fund the development of the project. However, this can also be done by other ways, by traditional crowdfunding, by traditional grants. So this is not a use case that is specific to blockchain technology. So in addition to using blockchain technology for funding the research, we did study blockchain technology, and we studied blockchain technology to understand what features are unique to blockchain technology, and which features are not present in other type of technologies. For instance, for example, the immutability of the blockchain, the fact that the data is replicated on thousands of different nodes, the decentralization of the blockchain technology is superior than any other technology. So if you want to be sure that your data will never be altered, if you want to be sure that no one will be able to alter or even censor our data, blockchain technology is the superior solution. And this is a perfect use case in biomedical research when you need to protect your data from any alteration, as scientific data should never be altered. And so we created a specific decentralized application taking advantage of the blockchain specific features, such as immutability and timestamp, which allows us to create a permanent record of scientific data on chain. And for this specific use case, blockchain technology is very well suited for this specific case. And this is why we published a specific study answering the question, why do we need blockchain technology in biomedical research? Our study answers this question.
Yes, thank you, sir, for your answer. Yes, this is a great answer. Okay, sir. Yo, next question. Yes, this question asks William. Yes, William asks on you. What partnerships or collaboration has innovative bioresearch established for to future its goal?
Can you repeat the question because I want to understand it more
Oh,
precisely?
yes. Yeah, I see. What partnerships or collaboration has innovative bioresearch established to future its goals?
Oh, right. I can understand the question. Well, we actually are. There's partnership that we cannot disclose yet. So
Yeah, yes, exactly.
there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that I cannot mention. However, we have partnerships both in the pharma industry and in the blockchain industry. One of the biggest things that we're working on is developing our own blockchain, as we are working hard on developing our layer one blockchain, which will be devoted to decentralized science. And as I previously mentioned, the first important goal of our project was to develop INNBC the app for biomedical research and publish a peer-reviewed scientific publication discussing the app in a very prestigious medical journal. The second important goal of the project is to develop our own blockchain. So we achieved the first goal, and now we are working on the second goal. And once our blockchain will be ready, we are cooking up a lot of partnerships and collaborations that will be very very important, as issuing our own blockchain is a very big deal. So it will allow us to also bring a lot of more stuff to the table.
Oh, yeah, great, awesome. Thank you, sir, for the answer. And we'll select another one question and last question for you and for today, AMA. Yes. Okay. This question: what feedback has the project received from the scientific community regarding its approach to decentralization?
Can you repeat the question again?
Yes.
Sorry.
Okay. My question is, what feedback has the project received from the scientific community regarding its approach to decentralization?
Right. What feedback have you received from the scientific community with respect to?
Yes, exactly, yes.
So, right. Yes, if I understand it correctly, what has been the feedback from the scientific community regarding your project? Well, I can just tell you that as before I started my own research company, I was working in one of the in the San Raffaele Scientific Institute, which is one of the biggest private hospital in Italy, and I am in touch with a lot of HP researchers, a lot of professors, a lot of people working in academic institutions. And I can tell you that the feedback that we have from them is great. We have been they did a lot of compliments to us when we were able to publish our latest publication, and they said that publishing in a journal of the Springer Nature Network, it is something that we must be very proud. So the fact that we are producing legit peer-reviewed science, which is something that the scientific community can understand, it is something that we are really appreciating. So we had very great feedback from them. And then also, if we are able to solve a very big issue such as the lack of funding, this is not a big issue that is present, that all academic researchers face every time. It is so difficult to obtain grant funding that if we can allow with our model to fund more research, to create internships for researchers, it is something that will get a lot of them involved. So a lot of the academic world would greatly benefit from decentralized science.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you, sir, for your great answer. We really enjoy and your answer, and your all answer was really great and really impressive for your answer. And that's our today AM session. If you thank you, sir, for sharing your valuable time with us and with enlightening great project. So, if you want to share your last message for listeners and community investors, and hello.
Sorry, was that another question?
Okay, no, then that's our today AM session. Thank you, sir, for joining with us and with your available time with us
Oh, all right.
and it's a great
All
project.
right,
So
right,
if you
all right.
yes,
Thank you.
and
Thank you
if
very
you
much. Sorry, because the audio sometimes is cutting up. So thank you very much for having me here, and thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity. I hope that now there's some people that have a greater understanding of our project.
awesome, awesome. Thank you. Hi guys, I am Anas the end of today's session here. If you have any more question, then definitely join Biotech Research Telegram group and direct ask them. Everyone follow INNBC Twitter and stay with INNBC. Thank you, sir. Have a great day.